of a deadly cosmic ray, the Earth is invaded by indestructible moon monsters.
Have you ever found a film with a really weird and insane title and was like, wow, I really want to watch this film to see how weird it is? Well, today's film is one of those examples. I Married a Monster from Outer Space. Yeah. When you think of science fiction films, what do you usually think of? You can't forget aliens, beings from another world that are either examining the Earth, coming to destroy it, or are just there in the vastness of space. Monsters, beasts that are wreaking havoc and are on the loose. Scientific experiments gone wrong which create destructive anomalies. Maybe robots, which are a result of technological advancement. Oh, and how can we forget this one? Marriage. Because in order for it to be a groundbreaking and monumental science fiction film, or thriller, mundane things like weddings and marriage and relationships are definitely something that'll stir up the audience. I'm just kidding. I know this film isn't really focused on the marrying aspect, and there's a whole lot more to it which ties into something so mundane, making it fit perfectly within the realms of science fiction, but without wasting any more time, here's the film. The film opens up with a pretty cool title sequence and shifts to some drunks who will become essential to the plot later on. I mean, it's obvious at this point, we're not even 3 minutes in. We learn that the man leaving the bar is named Bill, and he then goes to his car. The 1950s of Blue Balls is definitely a lot different than it is now. So Bill continues to drive, and this is a golden moment right here. It's not even 5 minutes in, and we already see the monster. Now, I don't know about you, but the fact that this monster of the film appeared not even 5 minutes in is something that formulas for 50s monster movies should have been, really, you know. Typical 50s monster movie should be film starts, something happens with the characters, and boom, monster shows up. Then the monster keeps appearing throughout the progression of the film. However, in most cases, that really wasn't the case. In fact, this is probably the only film that did this, although I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure other films have done this. But there have been a lot of films which just show the monster at the end. So after the monster or alien being hits Bill, we are then transitioned to a wedding scene where Bill is a few minutes late. But we can tell Bill has been acting strange since the start of the scene we are currently now watching. So now they drive off to the honeymoon, and you know what, I'll just refer to Bill as not Bill from now on because it's obvious his body was taken control by aliens. I seriously hope I didn't spoil that for you, but if I did, then no. Also, don't you just love these stories? We have a couple who just got married and are about to do you-know-what, and by you-know-what, I mean as in being stalked by alien invaders from another world, but hey, I'll give the writers that. Anyways, things are going smoothly for Marge and not Bill, until we now know things are about to get sour from here on out. Soon, one of Bill's friends is also attacked by the alien beings, and soon his body gets taken over also. Throughout the film, this actually happens to a lot of Bill's friends and even regular people in the town. It's very similar to Invasion of the Body Snatchers, which came out a year before, which was about an alien race that took over the bodies of humans for complete world domination. Anyways, back to this film. A little bit after Marge gets a little dog as a present for the new family, however, the dog doesn't take a liking to Bill one bit, and gets feisty with him. Soon after, Bill actually kills the dog on screen. Another thing that blows my mind is animals actually die in the film. They didn't die on camera, but in the film, the plot, they do. Now that pretty much would have been sacrilegious, you know, to American families and American homes of the 1950s. I mean, consumerism was massive, and pets began to be more of a thing for American families. You know, so this film definitely, in a way, kind of did break some new ground. As you can tell, Bill is acting really strangely, and this concerns Marge. In fact, Marge gets so concerned she ends up actually finding out the truth for herself without hesitation. Marge soon realizes Bill was taken over by an alien being, and now she is extremely scared. She then tells people around town about what she saw, but nobody believes her. In fact, some of the people she tells, including her godfather, are actually alien beings, so her frustration mounts to huge levels. Even police officers were taken over by the alien. As the film progresses, I can automatically say I really like it when aliens talk to each other in such a nonchalant manner. They are in their newly found human shells, if you will, just having a regular conversation, and honestly, what I like is this is a lot more different than what we typically saw in these 50s B movies, or alien invasion movies, if you will. After they all leave the bar, a lady who is assumably drunk walks on the street right outside. This is probably the creepiest part of the entire film. She notices a figure dressed in white staring at dolls on a dimly lit setting. A street corner. She approaches him, and despite trying to get his attention, she hits him, and he turns out to be one of the alien beings as he slowly reveals himself. The monster then kills the woman immediately after she screams and attempts to run away. That is an absolutely brilliant scene and changes the entire mood of the film drastically. What I also really like is how the alien within Bill softens up to Marge somewhat. The alien reveals his species is on Earth to collect women for breeding purposes, but hold on, I can name two other monster or sci-fi movies which pretty much had the same exact premise. The Mysterians from 1957, which is actually a Toho movie about a race of aliens with a monster named Mogira, who are hell-bent on kidnapping Earth's women to breed. Another example is a stinker known as Frankenstein Meets the Space Monster, where an alien race kidnaps swimsuit models for breeding, of course. So this film is definitely one that experimented with that kind of plot quite a bit, and in such a creative way, I think. Finally, Marge eventually convinces somebody, and a search party is organized in order to find what Marge was actually talking about: the ship and the aliens. The search party finds the ship, and due to an emergency system, I'm guessing, all the aliens with human shells rush to go to the ship before it is too late. Two aliens then come out of the ship, and bullets are seen as ineffective now. Soon, a dog comes out and actually ends up killing one of the aliens. However, is destroyed by the second alien. Well, shit. Where's Jim Belushi and his German Shepherd when you need them? Soon, a second dog shows up and kills the second alien. The search party then gets in the ship and finds out that they can disconnect the wire from the body to some kind of device linking with the body. That can kill the alien, but also the human the alien has control of. But they say screw it and do it anyways. The rushing aliens are then killed one by one, including Bill, with Marge practically right by his side, after she just miraculously, without explanation, followed and got close to Bill and one of his fellow alien comrades. And the alien ship is practically destroyed now. It seems like a sad ending, except Bill shows up and everything is now great for the couple. Honestly, I actually really like this film. It's just interesting and takes something already done before and switches it up. The aliens look way too imaginative compared to other alien beings of the 50s, and that's what makes it so good. I call it a unique undiscovered gem, and it does have a cult following. Then again, a lot of these movies have cult followings. So, that was I Married a Monster from Outer Space. I actually highly recommend it, thanks to how unique and different it is to other 50s monster movies. But yeah, I mean, watch it. Hope you enjoyed that, and I'll catch you later.